series called the Daily Workout Series. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And it's your boy, Bradley. And I am starting a new series called the Daily Workout Series. And you can see this is a skinny boy right here. So, first workout of the day, push-ups.
Is this a new discovery? Because I didn't know about that in my chemistry class. Guys, chemistry was my worst subject in all of high school. It was my worst subject. I barely skated by. Every other subject, somehow, I was able to, when I studied, I could, get really good at it. Chemistry, I don't know what it was. I was interested in chemistry.
Second
Chemistry interests me. I don't know what it was that I could not pull it together for. But anyways,
jumping jacks.
Botons or flans, whatever he just said. Is this
Alright.
new? I didn't know that. I didn't know you could get less than the nucleus of an atom. What? You know what? I'm gonna stay ignorant. I'm happy to stay ignorant on this one. You guys who are still in school, y'all can learn this. I'ma stay dumb. I'm good. I'm good. I'll stick with my trauma of getting 32% on my final exam, okay? I'll stick with that.
Are atoms really just tiny universes?
Oh, my stomach is jiggling.
Probably not.
Are there an infinite amount of universes within my body?
Probably not.
If so, then by that logic, does that mean there's an infinite amount of things bigger than us? Are we the atom of some cell? Some infinitely small speck? How can we ever know? Does everything include nothing? Does nothing even exist? Is there truly a place where there is nothing? How can there be if there is everything that we know? Is science just our sad and pathetic efforts to understand a minuscule amount of the observable universe that could never even amount to anything?
Alright.
Because of what we can't see and
Sit-ups.
what we don't know.
Okay, Bryson. Bryson is channeling his inner Jaden Smith right now. Listen, Jaden, how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? I don't know. Let's look some classic Jaden Smith-isms. When you party, I'm on the treadmill. When you sleep, I'm on the treadmill. When I tweet, I'm on the treadmill. Remember this. What is the definition of light? It's your birthday, Mateo said. I didn't respond. Are you not excited to be 15? He asked. Read my book, I uttered. I turned 15 long ago. If a bookstore never runs out of a certain book, does that mean that nobody
What are you
reads
doing,
it?
bud?
Or everybody reads it? You do not know who you are or why you're here, so when you see someone who dosed the society comes together as a whole and destroys them.
What you just
Like
said
7.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard.
And I
Beautiful
did like
Jane. Beautiful Jane.
10
Anyways, that's what Bryson's
push-ups
channeling right now, in case
and
anyone was curious.
like maybe 15 or 20 jumping jacks.
Know what we don't even know.
Well, if you want to start a workout series, I'll do it with
I'm going to sleep tonight. Bye.
Listen, Bryson, if
I don't
never
know
had
the
these
next
thoughts
workout.
before, yeah, trust me, it would be hard to follow
Because
Dave up.
that's the only
Me
ones
as
I
an
know
adult
that I
who's
can
already
do.
gone through all
Because,
this
like, I
pain
don't have
and
anything to
sadness
do
and
for
fear.
Look,
You're
when
just
you're
sounding
done
like some
sit-ups,
Jaden Smith to me, brother.
that's what
And
you
now,
do.
homies, let's talk about something dumb. Dumb, but awesome, but dumb. Sports! I don't like them. What is it with people who spend hours a day on their computer with not liking sports? I just don't, I simply can't wrap my head around how this could be possible. I'm just playing, guys. We're all a bunch of YouTuber nerds. It makes a lot of sense why we don't like sports. I mean, I kind of like sports. I don't mind them that much. But it makes sense why a bunch of YouTuber nerds like us, who spend a lot of time on our computers, don't have the best experience with sports. Okay? All right, homies. It's time for sports.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm using the couch.
Yeah.
Trace. Go.
Can't use my arms. Can't even do that to get balance. You gotta do this.
Okay, move. More sit up.
Sorry it's kind of been a while, but let's just jump right in.
Alright, I'm gonna put right here. Dad, move.
Hey, bro, I had to finish my reps. Can't just do random number. Do 10 apiece.
That makes sense.
Okay, do 10 of each one.
Okay.
But anyways, I've never been that good at sports, nor did I enjoy them at all. A lot of people would say to me though, well, of course you're not good at them right now, but you could get better. Just practice, blah, 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 insert inspirational quote that I didn't come up with, follow your dream. Woo! And I always want to say, yeah, if I practice I could get good, but guess what? I don't want to. They're not fun. Ugh.
Okay, that's true. That's fair. If the homie is like 5'2" or whatever he was when he was 16, sports probably aren't the most fun. Because when you're a kid, you don't have weight classes, you know? When you're an adult, actually, I guess it's just fighting that has weight classes.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, this is an internal pain. But Bryson, yeah, I want to know what Bryson thinks about sports now. Now that he's like 6 feet tall, he could probably play some volleyball and have a great old
What a
time.
chugging time.
Or maybe he didn't learn
See,
the important
hold on, let me-
foundation of a tall person when he was young, and now he's forever hurt. But I think Bryson, I can see Bryson playing some volleyball. I don't know, call me crazy. I could still play some volleyball. Bryson, we should play some volleyball, okay?
One time I was in PE, not a fun class for me.
Gotta drink your water.
Don't worry about it.
So tall.
Gotta drink
I
your
got a picture where I
water.
can go do it later.
Alright.
I turned to see a soccer ball.
It ain't no y'all. I'm the only one that ain't too big of
I
a
turned to
pussy
see
to do
this
it,
kind of
man.
ball right here, 1 foot from my face. I
I need
remember
somebody
shooting
to
it,
be
but it
fucking
didn't hurt
driver.
for some reason. Then the next thing I knew, I was on the ground looking up at a circle of people looking down at me. I had been knocked out. It felt really weird.
Alright. I think I have some weights in my bedroom. Like, not that heavy though.
Because my dumb ass told me that out of my settlement check,
Not that
I
strong.
would pay all that.
First day working out in like 2 years. So, I'm just gonna put you on my bed right there. Well, I'll find these weights. Hit the like and subscribe while I'm finding these weights. If they're in here. I don't think they're in here. I think they're in my mom and dad's. Where are those weights?
If the puck is flying through the air, you can.
I don't know where them green lights are at.
But in soccer, if you touch the ball with your hand, you may as well just publicly sold your soul to Satan. That may as well be what you just did. And I made sure to do that every chance that I got. Because I didn't care. You know why? Because I was a hockey player. And there isn't a single hockey
Alright.
player on this planet that has this accent, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Another time I was with one of my best friends, Travis, at the same school, and a random basketball hit me in the head.
Ow.
Bryson, are you okay? Why? I also didn't like sports because I was always hated when someone was like, Bryson, pass the ball. And then I try and kick it and it goes the wrong way and everyone's like, you failed the team, Bryson. We could have won. I'm sorry. I can't freaking...
Too much pressure.
The reason I didn't really enjoy sports is because there's only so much that can happen. That's why I like video games. You do different things. In video games, you have different moves. I use tornado upper kick, downward slam, cruncher punch.
Fair.
But in sports, it's like, I use kick move. I also use kick move. Me as well.
Okay.
Just over and over. It's the same thing. Spice things up once in a while. James from the
Alright,
Odd Ones Out
and
made a very
also
similar video about
the
this. And you should
extra
all go watch it.
push-ups
I
of the
agree
day.
with all the points
So,
he makes. And I've
on
obviously drawn some
every
references to this
Sunday,
video.
there will be
Is that
extra
plagiarism?
push-ups.
No.
I don't know, but James likes to plagiarize
What's
too, so I'm
tomorrow?
sure he would approve. Please notice me, James. A lot of people like sports because there's a competitive spirit involved.
You
Well,
can make your own
what's
move
that?
in soccer. They just aren't.
Well,
legal.
every
For
weekend.
example, the classic
Every weekend.
move, that's like
Every 2 days of the
the
weekend
hand. Technically,
It,
you could
um,
do whatever you. If you're in PE
is
class, well, again, what are they
the
gonna do?
special push-ups with the weights.
Okay, sorry,
Just
I already did.
how to
I already
hold your
did
butt
the thing,
up better.
sorry. Listen, if you're not in a professional league, do your thing.
A lot of people like sports because of the competitive spirit involved. I don't have that. I kid you not. One time I was on a paddleboard at a lake, and my grandpa said, "Hey Bryson,
Oh
I
my
bet you
God.
can't do a push-up on that paddleboard." And I said, "I bet you're right." And I paddled off, literally. However, while I'm not competitive over sports or anything like
That's
that,
funny.
I used to get kind of mad and competitive over video games. Specifically, Super Smash Bros. I used to play that game so much
Yeah,
with my friends, but I
I'm
would get triggered whenever I
not
lost.
strong.
It was a glitch. He
Um,
clearly should have grabbed that edge. Oh, I didn't press that button. What the frick? Are you hacking?
Anyways,
Bruh. True. That is the difference about video games and sports. When you're playing sports, you can't complain about it was a glitch. The character didn't do what I wanted to. That is a big difference about video games. There's a lot more things you can blame it on in the game, but when it's sports, it's your body. You're doing it in
is your
real
arm
life.
much
It's
stronger enough
real.
for me to
You
do
can't
pull-ups
fake it.
on?
I actually
No.
quit that game for good.
I need something to do pull-ups on.
Well, you ain't using my arm.
Just kidding. I don't get mad about video games anymore.
Let's go in here.
There's no way I can do that.
Speaking of which, you guys can
got a bed, I made a bed.
I'm gonna put y'all right here, maybe. If y'all will stay there.
Why is my goddamn whole roll of black tape in here? Ooh, goddamn. Your goddamn sorry ass sister needs to take out my shit.
Dang it. Guys, I don't think y'all's gonna stay there. Can I put you right here? Alright, y'all are just gonna sit there. Hope my tablet don't fall. Alright. Alright. Daily pull-ups is done. Alright.
$50 in bonus bets over the first 5 days.
Like and subscribe!
Fanatics Sportsbook. Download and bet now.